Ruben, hi. You gave up a lot when you left Porto to come to Wolves. You were playing in the Champions League. Have you arrived at the position you are now faster than you expected?
Well, to be honest, it was our goal since I arrived here. Try to improve as a club. Try to get the higher level of football as soon as we could. But of course, it's a great job from the club, from the players, from the staff. It's a great job to be here after 3 years. So I think we need to be proud of ourselves. We need to be proud of the club, and now just try to improve even more and try to put the club at the highest level in the football.
There are a number of teams in this tournament: Manchester United, Sevilla, Inter Milan, Bayer Leverkusen, who are used to being at the highest level of European football. Do you feel that Wolves, as a club and as a team, do you feel as though they deserve the right to be there?
Of course, yes. I think we've been working a lot and we've been playing really well. So I think we deserve to be here as all the teams deserve as well. I think to be in the final 8 is a signal that we did the things well in the past, and it's a signal that we want to achieve something more for the club and for our fans as well. So now we are in the final 8 and we'll give our best to go through.
Thank you.
Hi Ruben. Kind of guess finishing the question Tom was going to ask. It's been a really long journey, but having got this far, I guess you want to make the most of it. And I know you're taking it one game at a time, but it's been an incredible journey so far, and want to see it through in the right way.
Well, it's true. It's been a long season for us, for all the teams. It's not normal to have 2 pre-seasons in just one season, in 1 year. But the football is back, and that's what we wanted since the pandemic. So we are happy to play. We are happy to work. And we are happy to be playing, to still playing, because that means that we are doing well in the Europa League.
Yeah, it's obviously a big game for everyone. We had that injury last Thursday, unfortunately to Jonny. That probably means that Ruben was going to come in for what is a massive game. What do you reckon his mindset is? Obviously, you know him very well, and this will be an occasion that I guess that he's ready for and willing to take that opportunity.
Well, I think everyone in our squad is ready to play. Anyone that the coach wants to play, he'll give a good answer, because we've been working really well, and everyone is ready to go to help us. So I think that's a point. Our squad is like that since I arrived here. Everyone is on track. Everyone wants to play and help the team. Of course, we have a bit of motivation, extra motivation, because we want to play for Jonny as well, that unfortunately got injured on the last game. He's one of us, and we'll give our best to give him as well the win.
Yeah, and just finally from me, it's been such a long journey. You've been to Armenia, Northern Ireland. Coming into Germany, I guess it wasn't the way you would have envisioned it, but playing at neutral venues, no fans, it's something I guess you're pretty much used to by now. It's almost become second nature.
Yeah, we are used to it. We needed to get used to it. So it's one more game for us. Like I said a lot of times before, doesn't matter where we play, doesn't matter the opponent. We'll try to do our best in every single game. We try to play our football and to do what we want to do. So I hope tomorrow we can go through the competition, and like I said before, give the win to our fans, and mainly to Jonny now.
Thank you. Cheers, Ruben.
Tom, do you want to try again, please?
I try again, Ruben. Hope you can hear me this time. I was saying that it's been such a long season. You were back for pre-season in June. Is there anything you've done differently in terms of training, in terms of recovery, to ensure that you can still play at such a high level after such a long time?
Well, of course, in the quarantine period, we need to readjust ourselves, to take care of ourselves, because we didn't know when the season will restart. But fortunately, at this club, we have the best people working with us in all the aspects. So we were always ready to restart the competition. And as we showed on the Premier League, we restart really well. And all the credit is for our staff that works with us every day and makes us be fit for every single game.
Thank you.
Tim Spears?
Hi, Ruben. You okay? Obviously, it's been such an adventure this season in the Europa League. I mean, I know that you and a lot of your teammates have played in Europe before, but it's very new for Wolves. It's very new for the fans. Can you describe how much of an adventure it's felt, along the way of 16 matches now?
Well, we are proud of ourselves. We are proud to be here. But like I said before, we don't want to stop here. We want something more for the club, for the fans, as you said. So we'll try to give our best to win the game tomorrow. But we need to be on our best form to win it, because Sevilla is a great team. They are used to play European competitions. They are a big team, so tomorrow I think will be a big game. And we will give our best to win for our fans as well, that are not so used to see Wolves in the European competitions.
Do you feel the team has matured throughout the competition in terms of being able to handle different opponents?
Yes, I think that's not a problem for us. I think we have really experienced players in our team that help the young ones to play this kind of games. And I think we are ready. We work really well during the week. We prepare ourselves, and we are just looking forward for the game tomorrow.
Just finally from me, what can you tell us about Julian Lopetegui from your time working with him as Porto?
Well, he's a great coach. He works really well. He wants to play very good football with a high press in the opponent. So it will be really hard for us tomorrow. But we are ready as well. They need to be ready for us as well, because we showed already that we have a great squad, we have a great team, and we can do really good things. So I think it will be a great game to watch.
Thanks, Ruben.
We've just got three more questions left, starting with Mark, because Ruben needs to get away. Can we just have one question each, please? Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. Hi, Ruben. Can you hear me? It's Mark.
Yes.
Excellent. Ruben, with it obviously being such a long season, as we've said, and Arsenal winning the FA Cup and how the Premier League finished for you, how much is this competition going to define whether the season was a success or not for you and your teammates and for Nuno? Without European football next year, would the season be considered almost a bit of a failure, do you think?
No, I think we did a great season. We did more points than last season. We finished in the same place. We fight for big things this year. So I think we already did a great season. But of course we want to go more. We want to go higher in football. So we'll try to give our best to get the European competitions next season as well. But I think we need to be proud of the season we did, because it's not easy for a team that come from the Championship to be 7th 2 years in a row in the Premier League with 57 and 59 points.
Excellent. Good luck, Ruben. Thank you.
Thank you.
I said it's very hot here in Duisburg. I was wondering, does that give Sevilla an advantage, or is it just like playing in Portugal?
Oh, yeah. I think that's maybe the only thing they had ahead of us, because they are used to play in this weather. In UK, we don't have this weather so much. So I think they are a little bit in front of us on that aspect, but I think it's the only one, and it's not make difference in the game, because we are professionals. We need to be ready to play with sun, with rain. So there's not a problem, I think.
Could you just explain how much influence Sevilla's manager had on your career, personally?
Well, I cannot lie. It's a very special coach for me. It was the one that put me to play with 17 years old, and that is a great thing for me. Of course, he's not used to see in Portugal on that time, 2014. Was not used to see coaches giving minutes to the academy players, and he arrives to Porto and he puts me to play. So he's a very, very special coach for me. But tomorrow, of course, I'll want to beat him because I want Wolves to go through. But like I said to you, he's a very special coach, and I'll be thankful with him because he starts my career.
You've been here a couple of days now in Germany. How are you all feeling ahead of this big game?
Everything's okay. We have a training session now to adapt to the stadium. We arrived yesterday, and now we're gonna prepare. And I think it's important for the players to recognize the stadium, the pitch, get used to all the small details that is gonna be important for tomorrow.
Yeah, of course you're here without Jonny Castro, and I mean that's obviously not the news we wanted to hear. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Obviously, wishing him well and in his recovery, because of an ACL is obviously a tough injury.
Yeah, it's a tough moment for everybody. Jonny is an amazing player and an important player for us, and he's been with us some time now. He's a fantastic boy, a truly important member of the team. We wish him all the best, and we know that he's going to be outside, but his spirit is going to be here with us.
Yeah, Sevilla, of course, a team of a lot of pedigree in this competition. Guess you obviously know them well and know what they bring. They're a good team, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a very good team, a very tough opponent, good players, good manager. Big challenge for us tomorrow.
And just finally from me, it's been a fantastic journey in this competition. Obviously, brings you to Germany without fans, but a great journey so far, and looking forward to hopefully seeing it through in style.
Yeah, it's been a long journey, not only this season, a long journey that started three seasons ago in the championship, basically with the same group of players, and it was about trying to build a team, create an identity on the team, and we look forward for tomorrow to compete well and play a good game.
Thank you, Nuno. Cheers.
Thank you, Joe.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Nuno, Santo Espina, Diario AS. Te quería preguntar por el Sevilla. Yo creo que tú lo conoces muy bien, ¿no? Al equipo.
I wanted to ask you about Seville. I think you know Seville really well, because you've been in the Spanish league for a few years as a player and then as a manager. What are you worried about more regarding Seville?
I think all the teams involved in this competition know each other very well. Sevilla is a very good team. We've been analyzing, and we know of their talent and their quality, and the quality of Julian that I know personally. And it's going to be a very tough match tomorrow. Very, very tough.
You mentioned about 3 years. You've been building something for 3 years. Are you surprised you've got where you are now?
It's not a question about being surprised. It's a question about knowing what to do. I think 3 seasons we've been able to create an identity. I think is one of the most precious things that we have in football, is to have an identity based on a style of play, on how we deal, how we socialize with our rules, our tasks, how we deal with the problems that along happen in all the situations. Try to create a team, recruiting players, improving players. Some of them take more time, some of them not. But this is what it's all about. And alongside, we have to manage the result, something that we have to deal. And I'm very, very proud, very, very proud of how we did things. And now I think we can say that we have our own identity. So, and it's based on strong foundations of respect and hard work. So this is what we want to show tomorrow. A good team with identity and committed to the challenge.
Are the foundations strong enough that no matter what happens in this tournament, Wolves will keep going forward? Because obviously, if you don't win this competition, you won't play in European football next season.
The foundations are very, very strong because there's a great bond among the members of the squad, how we operate as a group. So we have a strong foundation. And inside of the process, the only thing that we can say that we saw is the situation that happened with the pandemic. Now, for example, our academy is not working. The first team is a reflex of all that happens in the club, and our boys, young boys, under 18s, under 16s are not working. So this building process had a big problem, but this is a big foundation in us as a group, in our fans, that I think they enjoy seeing their team play. So strong foundation. And is one of the things more harder to build, is an identity and a club and a team that wants to keep improving.
People think it's just about you, though, that you're the foundation, that you do everything, and without you it wouldn't exist.
No, it's not correct. There's a lot of people involved. Just for you to realize, the first meeting that I had, there were Laurie there was Kevin there, people that were really, really important on the building process. Many players that were involved in Championship, many players that were involved in the first season of the Premier League, players that are now. So that's a lot staff, fans. Is not only one person. When you want to build something, you can have the idea, but you need the resources, and the resources are men that are willing to help you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mark from ITV.
Good evening, Nuno. I hope you're well.
Thank you.
You'll have answered so many questions about how long the season's been, but I'm just wondering what attributes or characteristics you've identified in your players, or maybe even learned about your players, which have in your mind allowed them to continue for as long as they have done, but more than that, perhaps get you over the line, not just tomorrow, but potentially the next couple of weeks.
Resilience, a strong character, the knowledge that football has good moments and bad moments, is about how you react to it, and how you deal with your daily tasks. And I cannot say, not even one day, that our players are not committed to improve and become better. This is the special factor about this group. It's a special group of players, no doubt about it.
Have you seen things, maybe since the restart, which has surprised you with how resilient your players are?
Yes, I mentioned before, this pandemic has affected everybody, not only football, has affected society. And we've been able to take care of each other really well, and with the help of our medical staff, and the respect that we have for each other is huge, and can never stop.
Thank you, Nuno. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
BBC WM, do you want to finish us off, please?
Hi there, Mark from BBC WM. You've always been very focused on the unity, you, the players, the fans, and obviously just following on from that pandemic comment there, here you are on the verge of one of the biggest games in Europe since Lord knows when, decades maybe, and obviously the fans aren't going to be there. How much do you feel their absence? How much are you missing them on occasions like this?
Terrible. It's so sad to come to a stadium and know that neither your fans or the opposite fans are going to be. It's so sad. It's a reality, and we have to get through it. But we know that they are back in Wolverhampton supporting us. They're going to get together, and hopefully they enjoy the game.
Did you get a sense, I don't know how you keep in contact with people back in Wolverhampton, and a sense of how the city is feeling about this game?
I can imagine. We felt it in the previous game. We saw some images of fans suffering during the game against Olympiacos, but this suffered. We will try to make it worth it tomorrow. So together, let's be stronger tomorrow.
And from a neutral perspective, it's got the prospect of being a fascinating game of football. Two very, very good sides in form as well. How much are you relishing this challenge?
It's going to be, first of all, a very tough game because Sevilla is a fantastic team with fantastic players. Enjoyable or not, I cannot guess, but we are committed to it. Let's play it and let's play good.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Tim,
sir.
this has got to be the last one now because we've got to get out to training, okay?
Yeah, sure. Just one from me. No, thank you. It's been a great journey so far in this competition. I mean, obviously, I hope it's not finished yet, but how much have we seen grown? 16 matches so far in terms of adapting to the teams you've played, travelling, recovering, etc., to get to the final eight.
Yeah, it's been long and tough, and at the same time, being able to compete in the strongest league in the world. It is the Premier League with the best and toughest opponents. So, and at the same time improving our points that we did last season, and achieving what we have achieved, the last 8 of the Europa League. The players are amazing, and they are dying to go first to train today, enjoy themselves in the training session. Let's prepare it well, and let's go for it tomorrow.